I don't have much time, so I'm going to make this a quick one. Hey guys, it's Max92, welcome back to another tryout. Today's tryout is on Little Nightmares. This game has some really good atmosphere going on. It's very spooky, very good, for lack of a better word. And the visuals have a style to them that really play into the atmosphere, the sort of horror, spooky, you're a child and everything is enormous and scary atmosphere. Overall, I think the game does a really good job, generally, leading the player to where you're supposed to go. It's sort of leading you with light or with little markings. There was a point where it's like, oh hey, there's this refrigerator. As I was walking past it, I'm like, I want to open that. And so I open it, and that's actually where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to open that refrigerator and climb up the inside of it. So it was sort of like the game was putting things in a way that it was like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I want to do. It makes you as the player want to do what you're supposed to. The game also has a lot of like interactivity with the environment, it seems, where you can pick up a lot of things and carry them around. And I like that you can do that. There's some stuff that looks like it was should be interactable, but isn't. That was sort of like, I wanna pull this, I wanna mess with this, but I guess I can't. But for the most part, it seems like a lot of the objects that are laying around in the environment are interactable in some way. In addition to that, the controls seem to be generally intuitive. I figured them out just sort of messing around, pressing the buttons and seeing like, what does this do? What does this do? You know, and it's like, there is a little bit of something that I'm not used to where you have to hold a button to climb up ledges, so that I've made some mistakes on here and there, but overall it's not, you know, it's pretty intuitive on how to play it. As for a few negatives, there was some issues where I couldn't entirely tell where the depth was at, like where the character was at within the depth of the game. So there were a couple of instances where I just sort of walked off a ledge when I thought I was walking straight, or I went to walk back to press against a wall to try and walk across something, and I just walked off a ledge that I couldn't tell was there. So there are little issues there with that. And then my other negative is that around my cutoff time for the tryout, which was about an hour, I actually got stuck and wasn't sure where I was supposed to go. So that's what I meant when I said the game generally seems to be good at leading you where to go, but there was an instance towards the end of my hour's worth of time that I got stuck and I wasn't sure where I was supposed to go. I stopped at an hour because I figured this game isn't that long, I don't think, so I didn't want to play like half of it for the tryout, so I just stuck with an hour. So overall, I think this game passes this tryout. We're having a lot of passes lately, a lot of games that I think that are interesting and I'm going to play more of, but I don't got a lot of time. The hand monsters, whatever they're called, I don't know any of the lore of this Little Nightmares. The monsters are coming to get me, and so I need to finish this up real quick here, so we'll get to the end bits here. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you didn't, leave a comment. If you have, what are your thoughts on Little Nightmares? Have you played the game before? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you want to keep up with this and other shows. Down in the description, you can find links to all my places. Share the video, do the things. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!